Ooh, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to When Moon Trading. Hopefully my dog is not too loud. He's chewing on something behind me here. I wanted to do a quick video today, kind of an update from yesterday's video. I'm going to do a little bit of TA, which kind of goes against everything I just said yesterday, but I'm going to answer a few questions that were asked to me, and I'm going to be completely honest and open. So first things first, let's look at the corn here. On the bigger time frames, guys, on the monthly, like, or on the weekly here, this is dangerous. How do I say this? Bitcoin will always go up. It's never a bad time to buy Bitcoin. If you're thinking, oh, should I buy Bitcoin now or should I wait 2 years? Just buy Bitcoin now. Buy it every day. Buy it whenever you can. This thing will always go up. But we are seeing, I don't know when the top is going to be in. I don't know if it's going to be 150K. I don't know if we're going to go to 200K. I, I'd be generally cautious around here. We have a massive bearish divergence on the weekly. Okay. And as you can see, the first one that played out, we had a good dip. We had like I don't know what it was, a 40%, 32% dip. So we haven't really had a dip yet on our new run up here. Like this has gone down, I think like 6% or something, which is like, yeah, 7%, which is nothing. 7% correction is absolutely nothing. So at some point, this could obviously keep going higher. And what you're saying, oh, it's going to go up or down. Yeah, it's going to go up or down. That's how it works. But we could keep going higher and then get the bigger pullback, but I don't know. It's just I wouldn't be longing here, like for long-term scalps. Obviously the long was down here. We're gonna zoom in a little bit and look at some lower time frames, but I'd just be cautious. I unless we break this trend line. If we break this trend line on the RSI and hold it as support, then yeah, we can get another run up. And I think there is more steam left in this, but it's just worrisome. It's who knows? Who knows what will happen, guys? Let's go down to the 15 here. And if you saw yesterday's video, you'll know we were right around here. We had this dump yesterday after the FOMC meeting and stuff, and we had just reclaimed this value area low, and we're kind of holding the support. And I was saying I'd personally like lower. I have some targets down at like 114, 113K. However, it's not really a bad long because we were holding the support. So the next target would be the value area high at around 119.3. And, obviously the long was the play. We were right around here, and even right now, after we're dumping a little bit right now, we're still up about 1%, right? So that was the play. If you're not in a trade now on it, just wait. This could come all the way back down, take out the wick, and then you'd have a nice swing failure pattern, right? And maybe some bullish divergence. So I'm kind of waiting on that. So some of the questions I got asked after yesterday's video, and I'm just going to bring them up here. If you haven't watched it yet, go watch it. Look at my massive Pepe. My girlfriend thought it said PP, but it's Pepe, okay? Because I showed a Pepe trade, which I'm going to show in a second, which I did close at a tiny loss. We'll show that in a second. Anyways, one of the questions was, who needs TA? I agree with you. Do you use the listed bots from David, optimize them, and fit them with other pairs? So I made a video maybe 3 months ago talking about my favorite trading strategies, and a few things have changed since then. So to answer your question, I do use some bots that are on David Tech. Again, if you haven't checked out David Tech, check it out. I think everybody should at least try it, especially if you're losing at trading and you're emotional. I think botting is the way to go. I say this in every video. So yes, there are strategies, which is funny on the main page here. These first three are three that I use, right? Everybody knows about the ARB strategy. I made this one famous. Okay, we're going to talk about that more in a second. In no particular order, I would 100% use this strategy, okay? Which is right here. The stats on this thing are insane. Look at the months, right? Over the last 3 years. You've had 3 losing months, right? It's still only 57% win rate, so, proceed with caution. The best leverage to use on this is 11x, by the way. But this thing is a beast. It has its moments. We remember there back in June, we went sideways where we had more losses than wins, but it happens. But since then, it's made up for it, right? Also, the 2-hour XRP strategy, I still use this. This is a very good strategy. All right. Much higher time frame, but it's got a 71% win rate over the last 5-6 years, so it's very good. And one new one that I started using, I haven't hooked up to a bot yet, but I am monitoring it, is this one, the top and bottom. Whoever this guy that submitted it, and that's it here. 82% win rate. Okay, it's got a single take profit and stop loss, so it's not multi TP or anything, which is nice. This thing looks really, really good. I haven't really figured out the best leverage to use yet. I'm not trading it live just yet. It takes about one trade a week or so. You know, right here I have 1, 2, 3 weeks where it didn't take a trade, so it doesn't take a trade too often. But it's this looks really, really good. So these are some that are on data tech that I would suggest using, and I know this Doge one, the MACD Doge here. I know this one's really good as well. Okay, so these are ones that yes, I go on David Tech and I still use some of these strategies. However, this is the old ARB. This is the ARB that's on David Tech. Okay, look at the stats, look at everything, 796 trades, and this is the ARB that I am currently using. Okay, so you'll notice first thing, less trades. Okay, win rate is about the same. Right, total P&L is much higher in the same time frame, I believe. Yep. And the biggest thing here is profit factor, 2.8 and 1.8. It's a full one profit factor more, meaning the wins are bigger and the losses are less. And so far in live, I showed this in my last video. So far in live, this is from July 1st. The new ARB that I'm using is performing better. It takes less trades. But it's oh, ARB just took a trade right now. I just got an alert. But its percentage is better, and the best leverage to use for this is 14x. Now, to answer your question, which you brought up, which kind of goes into what this guy's asking me. Appreciate your feedback. Yeah. So to answer your question, the stiff surge strategy that works for most of my strategies that you can see here, most of them are based on the stiff surge. There's a lot of them, okay? So I'll give you a hint. I'm not going to tell you exactly what I do, but take this ARB, okay? Save it to your trading view, and then go down your list of coins and see what kind of looks similar. Like we're talking green months, 57, 60% win rate. And then you can go in the settings and you guys can screw around with the settings, right? And play with it. And that's the great thing about this boilerplate is you can go in here and you can mess around with everything and see what works and what doesn't. So that's what I've basically been doing is just tweaking the settings and making the strategies better. So someone asked, yeah, so that's the cast one. This is another one I want to show. This is also on Data Tech. I can't remember the exact name of it. As you can see, ARB just took a trade. But there's a few of these. It's a top and bottom, okay? And it's an insanely high win rate one. We're talking like 95+% win rate. The problem is a loss is liquidation. So if it has one loss, you lose whatever your entry is. So the way I've been looking at this, and I've been using this strategy, and I have it for multiple, just like 15 or 20 different coins that it works for. What I do with this, I use this for my copy bot, one of the trading strategies I use to take trades. And I would enter with like 5% margin, and the win, the win is only 1.2%. Dog, what are you doing? No, we're not biting. Sorry, guys. Son of a bitch. This fucking dog is chewing everything. Yeah, and what I'm doing is you're risking 5% of your, get out of there. You're risking 5% of your account, right? So it is risky, but overall it's profitable. And again, take a profitable strategy and add it to your, one sec, I gotta pause. My dog is going nuts. Sorry about that, I'm back. Yeah, I don't want to ramble too much, but yeah, so I find good strategies and I just go down my list and I see what works and what doesn't, and then I'll go in the settings and tinker with the settings a bit and try to find what's better. Someone asked about my dogs trade that I just added, and that's basically what this was, the same thing. So I made a strategy. Is it on here? Yes, it is. I made a strategy for algo on the stiff surge, and if I can find it here, which there it is right in front of me. So I made this, and same thing. I found settings from ARB and whatnot, and I tinkered with it. So I found until the strategy was something that I was proud of and that I'm using. If it loads, so we could see here, 62% win rate, decent amount of trades. I could still probably tweak this a little bit better, get the profit factor up higher, get rid of some of these downtrends here. But for now, I'm trading with it, and so far it's been good. It's had 4 wins, 1 loss. But this worked really well with the coin dogs, and which is why I added it to my portfolio. So we can see here, it's even better than the algo. 66%, only 162 trades, but I think that's enough trades to kind of get a history of it. So I'm willing to trade this, and we'll see how it goes out. If it shits the bed and just lets me down, then so be it. But that's basically it, guys. Again, take your time on David Tech. There's hundreds and hundreds of strategies here. Most of them are shit. Okay, and just work with it. Don't give up. Okay, dog. All right, I gotta go. Love you guys. Peace.